From the Carthage Nazarene studio, this is CNaz Kids News with your host, Pastor K.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the CNaz Kids News. I'm your host, Pastor K. Guys, we have been really excited to see what God has been doing, and we enjoy the fact that you guys have been continuing to tune in every Sunday for the morning show and for the news, and we've been hearing stories about how you guys are continuing to just have fun and spend time with your families, and we just are really encouraged by that. But we are going to bring you another episode of the CNaz Kids News. So, without further ado, here is your news. Kids Camp is coming up. July 8th through the 10th will be our junior camp. The cost is $90. And preteen camp will be July 12th through the 15th. The cost is $135. If you guys want to attend, or if you guys want information, or if you guys want forms, you can either go to our website, carthagenaz.org, for the registrations. There's a link on our Facebook page to get there, or you can come and see me. I can get you guys the form and get you all set up with that. We would love for you guys to attend camp. It's going to be amazing. Our theme this year is chosen, and how God has chosen us to be His people and do incredible things, and that we are His children. Man, it's going to be awesome. I hope to see each and every one of you there. VBS is next month, June 22nd through the 25th. If you guys would like to attend, see our Facebook page for more details for registration and everything. You can go to our website, carthagenaz.org, for more information on that, or you can come and see me. If you are an adult and you would like to be a part of VBS this year, please contact me. You can call the church and they will direct you to me, or you can call me on my cell phone. You can message me on the kids page. Whatever you need to do, we would love your help to really make this year the best year that we have ever had in VBS. So we hope that you guys register. If you'd love to help, see me for more details. Guys, if you guys have any more news or anything, please let us know. Help us to really continue to encourage and support those in our community and those that are members in our church from continuing to go out and be the hands and feet of Jesus. Guys, we are so encouraged and blessed that you guys continue to do amazing things, and we are so excited to see what God is going to continue to do during this time. But if you guys have any information or any videos or photos or whatever, please send them to Pastor K on Facebook or whatever, so that he can get you on the next CNaz Kids News. We turn it now to Taryn, who is interviewing our next hero of the Bible. He said he was interviewing a man named Gideon, and talking to him about how God asked him to be brave and to really lead his people into the victory over the Midianite army. From what I hear, though, Gideon is pretty skittish, so I'm kind of excited and a little bit nervous to see how this goes. So, without further ado, Taryn, how are you doing over there?
Rolling. Hey, Pastor K, it's Taryn again, and I'm here, and I've got a friend, and I know I keep making friends. It's really cool. But his name is Gideon. Gideon, why don't you say hi to the kids? Well, Gideon, you're kind of, you're not super confident right now. Guys, he's just kind of shy. He's not really but Gideon is a warrior. See, God uses Gideon in some really awesome ways to take down the people that are against God. But he doesn't really look like a warrior, does he? No. Gideon, you're kind of not a typical strong, buff guy. Why did God call you to be a warrior?
Well, like you said, I'm not really the strong guy, so whenever he did call me, it was kind of concerning at first, because this isn't what I do, and I'm like the weakest guy in my clan and of all the clans of Israel, so I honestly really didn't know what to do at first. I was a little scared.
But God was faithful. And Gideon, I've kind of noticed that you're kind of a little bit shy and kind of skittish, a little bit anxious. Did God help you overcome?
Well, God really gave me the courage to help lead the army and get through the battles and everything, because like you said, on my own, I don't like confrontation. I try to avoid it. I don't like to fight people physically or with words. So
But God was faithful, and He gave you the courage and to be brave.
Yeah.
So when you're going into battle, at one time God kept asking you He kept taking away your men on your army, and He just keeps lowering the number down, and you're going against thousands of men, and now you're down to hundreds, and now even less. What's going through your mind?
Well, I mean, naturally I was really scared, and I was kind of experiencing doubt, but then God showed me all of His glory, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have nothing else to do but put my faith in you, and you're going to get me through this, because if you don't, then it's part of your plan. But your plan was to send me, this small little scrawny guy, into battle. So you obviously had something.
Has God always been faithful to you?
Absolutely. I would say that 100%.
What would you like to share with the kids today?
Well, I think that if someone like me is able to do something like that and go out and lead an army and win even when all the odds are stacked against you, it should just be a sign to you guys that in His faith you can do anything if you just truly believe in Him.
Hey, I agree with you, Gideon. Hey, thanks for coming and talking to me, and I'm so glad that you were able to overcome the obstacles in your life, and how God gave you bravery and you had courage, and you're a hero in the faith. And so thanks for being here. And you want to say bye to the kids?
Bye.
See you guys.
Hey guys, it's Pastor K here, and this is going to be your Sunday school lesson today. I got a question for you though. Have you guys ever felt weak? Like maybe you guys have a goal that you want to accomplish, but you don't have the things that you need to accomplish that goal? Well, in today's Bible story, we learned that there is someone who is dealing with that exact problem, but God used him in an incredible way. You see, back in the time of the Judges, the Israelites were under the control of the Midianites. And the Israelites didn't have enough food for themselves, and they were starting to starve, and they were scared of the Midianites. So what did the Israelites do? They prayed to God to send them somebody to deliver them out of the captivity and out of the authority of the Midianites. Now, here's where our hero of faith comes in. His name is Gideon. Now, Gideon is not like many people that you would think could do incredible things. You see, he was the weakest tribe, and he was the weakest clan, and he was the weakest member of his family. So out of all of Israel, he considered himself the weakest out of everybody. But God wanted him to lead an army to take back the Israelites and bring them back into a relationship with God. Gideon had a problem with this because Gideon didn't think that he had the qualifications necessary to accomplish that goal. But God wanted to use him in an incredible way. And here brings our main point. In this time, Gideon probably was afraid, like, I'm the weakest person ever, like, how can I lead an army? But, as our main point says, God can make us brave. He makes us brave by giving us the strength and the courage to do what He has called us to do. Now, here's where our story gets interesting. So, Gideon has a bunch of people following him, a huge army with him. But God says to Gideon one day, "You have too many people in your army." Wait, hold on, God. You're telling me that it's better to have less people in the army than have more people? That didn't really make sense to me when I first read it, but I kept reading anyways, and it's pretty interesting. So God tells Gideon to tell everyone who is scared to go home. And he's only left with maybe a couple of thousand people. But then God starts talking to Gideon again, and he says, you still have too many people. Wait, okay, so you're telling me that after all of the people that were scared went home, there are still too many people? I mean, when you think about fighting and war and everything, you want the most people possible, right? Well, that's not what God had in mind. So he told Gideon to lead his people by a stream. And he said, the people who cup their hands and lap the water like a dog, keep them. But the people who bow their heads to drink from the stream, tell them to go home. And at the end, Gideon was left with 300 people. 300 people against an entire people. That night, Gideon heard from the Lord and said to go to the Midianite camp. What? So he goes to the Midianite camp and he sees a flood of people. Too many people and too many camels for him to count. But there was something different. He heard from a Midianite guard that the guard had a dream that the Israelites were coming and that they were going to overthrow the people. This made Gideon really happy, and he praised God and gave him thanks for providing. Later, Gideon and his army took horns and torches, and they went to the Midianite camp, and they made a bunch of noise. And the Midianites get scared and confused, and they're walking all over the place like, whoa, 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 what are we doing? And then they start to fight each other. People that they already knew, they started to fight them. And Israel was able to conquer the Midianites. That brings us back to our main point about being brave. I'm sure Gideon had a lot of questions and was hesitant in a lot of things that he was doing, but God provided everything that he needed. He didn't have to worry, but it's still scary when God calls us to do big things. Deuteronomy 31:6, be strong and courageous because the Lord is with you. He will never leave you and he will never forsake you. Now's the time that you guys can pull out your activity packets and go over them as a family. There's a lot of fun activities. Make sure that you guys are continuing to discuss these Bible lessons together. Hope you guys enjoy the message.